back to MHStv. I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Mariah. This is your news for Friday, October 13th, 2023.
Last Friday, October 6th, during Block 4, Mishawaka hosted a pep rally to get students fired up for the homecoming game. The rally started with the dance team bringing the heat and performing a segment of their routine with a teacher of their choice. Then, a few students played a very competitive game of musical chairs. The music was fire. Unfortunately, the pie eating contest was cut short due to a speaker combusting on the scoreboard. All students were evacuated safely.
Last week at the football game against the Concord Minutemen, our homecoming court got to walk in front of the school and we crowned our king and queen. Our homecoming court includes freshmen Caden O'Neill, Aiden Rogers, Addison Keene, and Sophia Roberts. Sophomores Reese Brew, Holly Shine, Colton Handley, and Ethan Kelly. Juniors Isaiah Butte, Ethan Braniff, Ellie Bucheski, and Lexi Simons. Seniors Carter Gronkowski, Max Ford, Matt Willis, Brent Taylor, Lorelei Lewis, Sienna King, Bryn Lewinsky, and Hannah Norvell. And last but not least, our king and queen.
We have Addie Brew and Ethan Brown.
Tomorrow from 8 to 10 p.m. there will be a homecoming dance. You can wear costumes, but they have to be school appropriate. No face covering, including makeup, and no masks allowed. You can bring small purses, but they will be checked, and your school ID will be checked at the door. Only MHS students are allowed to attend. The tickets will be $10, and then you can purchase them at the door.
This year, Mishawaka is having their annual food drive. You will be able to buy a 2023 food drive shirt until October 17th. After that, you can no longer buy them. If you want to help the food drive and buy the shirt, scan the QR code on the screen so you can place the order. Shirts will ship out the last week of October. Let's make this year's food drive the biggest one yet.
This year's food drive advisory competition will begin when we come back from fall break. The first round, grade levels are competing to win a bucket of candy to share with the students in advisory. Each grade will have the opportunity to have 2 winning advisory classes. The first round will run from October 24th to October 31st, and the grade level items will be as follows. Freshmen will bring paper towels, sophomores boxes of tissues, juniors 4-pack of toilet paper, seniors 13-gallon trash can liners, 10-pack or higher.
If you are interested in gardening, you should check out the MHS Gardening Club. The club meets every Tuesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 at the MEF Community Greenhouse. The greenhouse is located across the street from the Battelle Center on Main Street.
Our theater department is putting on a play that is like nothing we have done before.
Can you state your name to the camera, please?
My name is Angela Lur.
My name is Gwendolyn Hayes.
Efren Salas.
Candelario Ortiz.
Reckonack Baines.
Captain
Dasa Tang.
Issa Fenton.
Marion J.
Can I tell you a secret?
The play will be from October 27th to the 29th in our auditorium. Chocolate bars will be sold at the door along with tickets.
Fist Bump Friday took place at Battelle Elementary on October 6th. Athletes, band members, and dance team members were able to go and send positive words to children and fist bump them to get the day started. Today's Fist Bump Friday location was LaSalle Elementary, and the rescheduled Twin Branch date will be October 27th.
Do you love to read? Do you love making new friends and talking about books? If you answered yes to either of these questions, then join us at our next meeting of the book club on Mondays at 3:20 p.m. in the MHS library. See Caitlin Lance or Miss Stilson in the library for more information. This week, MHS seniors and community members had the opportunity to see a real appeals case in the auditorium. This event included one judge who went to Mishawaka High School.
Indiana has a program called Appeals on Wheels. The Indiana Court of Appeals presents actual oral arguments all throughout Indiana. We have hit all 92 counties, and we have received a national award just recently, the Sandra Day O'Connor Award, for our educational award in civics to educate those who are our audiences on these for these appeals on wheels. They're mostly high schools that we go to, so we can teach civics and about the third branch of government, the judiciary, but we also go to law schools and colleges and other forums throughout the state of Indiana. So I've been on the Court of Appeals for 5 years now, and we volunteer. Any of us that go to a traveling oral argument, we volunteer to go into the communities. And so I've been going for 5 years to all these other high schools, and I thought, well, if I'm going to all these other high schools, I want to bring it to my high school. So I contacted the high school, and they were gracious enough to host us, and I hope that we'll be making this an annual event. I think it's important. Why it's important for me to come back to my high school is I want to be able to inspire other students to reach for the stars. I never thought when I was a Mishawaka High School student that I'd be sitting on our Court of Appeals, and if I can do it, any other student can do it too if they put in the work.
The NLC cross-country all-conference teams were announced last week. All-conference winners for MHS are Liam Bauschke and Aiden Rogers for the boys. Corinne Flick earned all-conference for the girls. Honorable mentions are Jada Rogers, Savannah Hinton, and Toby Quintana. Congratulations to the runners. The team will compete in sectionals tomorrow in a new location. The IHSAA has realigned the cross-country sectional and regional, with this year's race being run at New Prairie instead of Erskine Golf Course.
Yesterday, the volleyball team took on the Michigan City Wolves in the first round of sectionals. The winner is going to be playing Plymouth tomorrow in Michigan City, with the winner of that game moving on to the championship tomorrow night.
If you are interested in being on the Mishawaka girls basketball team, tryouts are next week. The tryouts will start on October 16th and finish on October 17th. They will take place in the East Gym from 3:45 to 5:45. You must have a physical and final forms turned in before you can attend tryouts or practice.
The Mishawaka Cavemen will travel to Goshen to take on the Redhawks October 27th. The winner of that game will then take on the winner of Concord or South Bend Adams in the sectional championship.
The Cavemen football team returned for homecoming to play the Concord Minutemen last Friday. Mishawaka came out victorious with a score of 31-7, with Brady Fisher once again leading the offense down the field for 2 rushing touchdowns and Novell Miller stampeding along for 2 touchdowns and 179 yards. The defense held the Minutemen to just 7 points with a forced fumble and recovery provided by Brady Newsome. And defending the line of scrimmage was Carmine Orozco.
Tonight is the final game of the regular season for the football team. They will take on the Wawasee Warriors on senior night for the band, color guard, dance team, cheer team, and football players. You can come out to the game or watch it on the Mishawaka Network YouTube channel.
The MEF Trunk or Treat was on Saturday at the high school. A lot of people showed up. The line was almost wrapped around the side of the school. People stood in line and walked around the teacher's parking lot getting candy from people. There were bounce houses set up for the kids, but unfortunately the wind was 40 miles an hour and they couldn't be used. We thank all of the people and students who showed up and volunteered.
We put this on as a free event for our community to give back for all the things they help us with during the year and to have our kids have a safe, wonderful day. We give every student in School City a card that says come get a free gift if you come to the trunk or treat, and we know that their parents will bring them out for a safe event where they can enjoy lots of trunks at one time.
Last Saturday, the Fighting Irish traveled to the L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium to play against the Louisville Cardinals. With a disappointing third and fourth quarter, Notre Dame took a rough loss with a score of 33-20. They hope to bounce back with a big home game against rival USC.
Last week, on October 5th, people gathered for the dedication of the new Marvin's Garden Park. The park statue honors the late Marvin Wood, a basketball coach who lived and worked in Mishawaka. He is most famous for leading Millen to a basketball state title and being the inspiration for the movie Hoosiers. The statues are part of a bookend park for the Riverwalk.
Last Wednesday, around 2:20, phones, radios, and televisions were sent an alert as part of a test for the emergency alert system. This test was to ensure that in the case of an emergency, everyone in the country will be able to be notified. This alert system can be used by organizations like FEMA in case of major nationwide emergencies. That's all your news for this week.
And with the shortened week, we will not have news next week. Shout out to Peyton Kruger.
And shout out to Travis and Melissa Hines.
News.